Thursday morning, and it is muggy out here once again, y'all. Welcome to Dogg Adventures. Welcome to the awesome, amazing state of Mississippi. And it's muggy out here. We got 100-degree weather today, 102 or something like that. You know, we're in the middle of this the heat wave, and things are really heating up. Really heating up. Really heating up. Good morning. So we are walking, getting our day started. Dog sees the neighbor. She's mugging. Come on, little nose. Woo, yeah, it's hot out here. I know I ain't gonna do more than about 15, 20 minutes in the morning, y'all. It feels like hot air blowing in you like a fan. You know when you're in a house and they don't have no air conditioner and it be real hot outside, you let the window up, you had them fans and it feel like it be blowing the air in. That what it feel like. It can't, ooh, I can't, this hard to breathe. I'm being for real. This different this morning. Every morning I come out here and I analyze it. She go, y'all, why is you? I'm going to see where she trying to go, y'all. She keep pulling me. Where we going, mama? You trying to go to that dog park. We in the middle of the street. What did you come over here? Get your mind together. Now, what you want to do? Watch the cars. The city is waking up. The gas truck is still turned. And Dog is ready. There goes the man again. He like he probably a football player. I don't know. He look like he hurt. He maybe got hurt in practice. Maybe he limping. Dogg Adventures. Thursday morning. We back out here. Thanking the Lord for yet another morning. Hear the birds. They singing their songs. The more things change, the more they stay the same. Yeah, I remember that line. Alice Walker. Some awesome and amazing people put their fingers to the max, to the motion. And I'm grateful to be in one of them numbers. Thankful to be able to use my gift. I am okay. I'm okay, y'all. This is Gwen Michelle with the OK Lounge on the YouTube broadcast. Checking in with Dogg Adventures, my canine fam, who is taking her normal stroll and strutting. This way, mama, at the church house. Coming over here this morning, letting them little 4 legs get lubricated, loosed up, and my 2 legs. But I've been working out this morning with Wellness Frugal Mama. I got me some donkey kicks in, some good conversation. She was reminiscing and reflecting on her dad. And he's no longer here from what I heard from a conversation. So rest in peace to her dad. But shout out to all the real ones. Like I said, them daddies, I'm glad to have a rock in my life. He's a rock. I always have been. But I do understand that some people don't have that same story. So I try to be sensitive when it comes to that. But I literally don't understand not having a strong father. Now, me and my mother's relationship hasn't always been the best. So that's where I can, stand in my truth and admit and all that good stuff. But anywho, as Dogg probably would say if she could talk, anywho, let us continue. Dogg is strolling, where Michelle is slow rolling. It is so hot out here. When I tell you, it feels like somebody got a super fan that's blowing hot air straight in my face. That's how this feels out here. So you know I'm not going to be out here too long. Hey, Evan. Good morning. Dogg. Uncle Evan is in the building. She busy, Evan. Sniffing around, peeing on the people's church house, thinking it's hers. How you this morning, Evan? You got that stretching in? I heard you over in Frugal Mama. Well, I read. I ain't heard that. We talking here. You ain't hear that. You read people typing. I read what you said. Oh, them clouds so pretty. Then you said you got to get that stretching. Yeah. Evan, I used to didn't know nothing about no stretching. I would get up and jump up and keep, roll. But now, before I even attempt anything. I have to stretch in the mornings. I have to stretch. Because Harry said he tried. Well, at least you telling the truth, Evan. Keep trying. Keep trying. Keep trying. I be trying too, because I'm sure what I do may not be the proper thing. And my older sister, she's well, one of my older sisters. I'm the baby of, well, I got a baby sister on my dad's side, but I'm the baby of my mama girl. And Diane is 50. How old am I? I'm 46. So she's 52. But when I tell you, bro, Evan, she don't look a day over 35, 40. That little woman she reminds me a lot of Frugal Mama. She's fit, and she believes in studying and exercise. Be talking about the art of stretching and all that stuff. You know, I'm an artist, so when I hear art, my mind goes to painting, singing, poetry, dancing. But she be talking about the art of everything. I guess I kind of get there from her too, because sometimes I hear myself saying the art of. But she talk about the art of stretching and gave me a whole history and rundown of the importance of stretching and how to stretch. I said, good God Almighty, honey. I ain't think about it like that, but she right though, because this body do change. The body changes as we age. Evan said that's what I need to do is study. I guess, Evan, me and you both, because she tried her best to teach me some stuff about it. But shout out to my sister. I love all my sisters. I have 4 sisters. I don't have any brothers. I had a brother, but they say he passed away shortly before I was born. So I never knew the guy. But I'm sure me and him probably would have been, what, 2 years apart, I think, year and a half apart. We probably would have been, ain't no telling what we would have been. And then again, we might have been totally opposite. Hey, Miss Patty. Cam it out. Here go Miss Patty. Cam it out. Here go Miss Patty. Say good morning, Miss Patty and Evan. She trying to see what she could get into today, y'all. She done already pooped earlier. She come slapping me in my face like, what, 5 o'clock? I was getting ready to wake up anyway. And she had to go out. Sometimes she be off schedule like that. So she probably won't use it. Now she'll use it when we come back out, probably around after lunch or so. Straight girl. Can't be straight. Well, I'm just slow rolling this morning, Miss Patty. I was telling Evan, it's so hot out here. It feel like somebody got a fan. You know, when it be hot and ain't no air in the house, but they had them fans going and it don't be nothing but hot air blowing. That's what it feels like. That's what it feels like. I won't be surprised if I don't have a nosebleed today because it's this weather. You know, I can tell when the atmosphere thick like this. And just like I said yesterday, I sensed that thickness in the air. I don't know who was on here with me yesterday, but I knew something was going to stir. And it did yesterday. I knew something was going to happen. But things are happening. You know, we talked about the magnolias and the people spraying the chemicals on them. Talked about a lot yesterday morning, but it definitely revealed. It definitely did. But I am okay. Strut, Cammy. Strut, Miss Patty said. She getting them paws wet now, Miss Patty. She probably going to look for her stuff from yesterday. And you know where you put it, because remember, I couldn't find it. If you can still find it, I'm going to get it up, because I got my bag on deck. Do you remember where you pooped? Now she want to pee. It wasn't way out there now. I'm not finna walk way out there. It was somewhere up in here. Can you find your poop from yesterday? That's your mission today. Evan said he ready for cooler temps in the fall. Okay. I'm ready for it all, Evan. I used to dread, you know, when the summer leaves. Used to get all sad, thinking somebody was taking my sunshine away. It was just, they call it seasonal depression or something. SAD is called sad. So when the doctor was telling me about it, because I actually went to the doctor for it. It was like 2011 or 12, I think. My grandma passed in 2007, and I was still having a hard time dealing with it, years later. And, well, hot dog. Wait a minute, y'all. I done stood in some ants. Y'all finna see me shaking and moving. Look, they on my shoe. I just kicked the shoe off. I just kicked my shoe off. Gotta get the ants off of it. These things come quick, boy. I'm telling you, they'll cover a shoe in a minute. Pardon me just a second. I had to make sure all these ants off my shoe. Because they definitely crawling. Definitely. One thing I don't do is play with these little critters here. They little, but they pack a mean punch. And to make sure they all off, y'all. Because if not, it'll be an interesting live stream. I'll probably take off running. Alright, I think I got them all. Let me see. Let me make sure. We got a heat advisory too, Miss Patty. We sure do. And it's already advising me not to stay out here but a few minutes. It's definitely advising. And I ain't gonna play with it. So I had to get the country girl out of me this morning and fight with these ants. So now they are gone and we can continue. Let us continue. All right, Cammy Dogg Adventures. Where you at, Cammy? Cammy said she ain't getting no ants. Yeah, they'll come up on you quick. There go one more on my shoe. I got it. Look, you got to die now, sucker. You trying to bite me? You gonna die today. But yeah, so I was dealing with a lot, and I went to a, what is they called? Clinical psychiatrist, some of it, anyway. And the lady was telling me that what I had, she was telling me that what I had was called SAD. And I said, SAD? She said it was seasonal depression because my mind goes down into a deep, dark spiral because of things that happen certain time of the year. So after I left that appointment, I was a young woman. I was in my late 20s. I said, how am I gonna let something that happened 5 or 6 years ago affect the present? I had to really think about it. And it took me, self-analyzing. I had to take medication for a little while. And after that, I was all right, y'all. And I'm not going to say the medication did it. I know where the help came from. But it's just a point of recognizing we have a problem. And I sure had a problem. Because I would think that the fall of the year meant somebody was going to be deleted out of my life. Because it happened for many years. A close friend of mine passed in August. My grandmother passed in October. My great aunt passed in September. It was just a lot. And at that time, the people that I was closest to are the ones that were dying. So I didn't get it. But to God be the glory. I look forward to the fall now. I do. Because so many other amazing things have happened. And it don't matter what time of the year. What I'm learning to celebrate now is just the fact of just knowing who God is. And with that, that means I'm okay. And the ability to hear from him and communicate with him. So that overweighs any type of August, September, October, November anxiety. It's just my testimony, But it works for me. It works for me. We have to find out what works for us in our life. That's why it's kind of hard for me. But a lot of times people reach out and they be wanting opinions or help or how can I, this or how did you, I can only share with you how I got over. Like this song said, how I got over. But that might not be the bridge you got to cross. Sometimes people go cross bridges on zip lines. Sometimes people go across airplanes, and then some of us have to actually go across a raggedy drawbridge. But however it is to get to the other side, that's our journey. I feel like mine was that raggedy drawbridge all the time, because it be some shaky stuff, but we have to keep footed. Keep footed. And they say like them palm trees. I love a palm tree. Palm trees can withstand some high winds, and they might lean. They might, they do a loop-de-loop. They do everything, but at the end of that storm, usually them palm trees are still standing. It's just like this old van right here. It's about like maybe an early 90s, early 2000 model. But when I tell you crank that thing up, it Pat and Abby, it sounds like a 2024. It's kept. It's taken care of. I heard King Delight did a video. He was talking about all he been through since his wife passed. He said he know that he been kept by God. I felt the internet chills. Sometimes you can feel that thing, that spirit, and you know it's real. I ain't never met King Delight a day in my life, but I felt so connected with him just listening to the words in his mouth. It came from a powerful place. And I was like, dang, kept by God. Kept by God. The T-boning when I got hit by that truck. Here we go, y'all. Loud trucks. The time, the shootout I was in when my ex almost died. I said, kept by God. That made me reflect. So I guess when we can get to a point of knowing that we kept by God, that's when we can stand in the power and say, I am okay. Because I'm okay, Alvin. I'm okay. I was tested and had to stand in there yesterday, Miss Patty, about being okay. Now, I understand that, a lot of times people may not understand another person's stance. I'm gonna say this. Let me see. People may not understand another person's stance. You understand? Just like Cammy Dog. Cammy Dog struts, right? She got a unique strut about herself. And it's real. She ain't copied it from now another dog. She been doing this since I met her. That's her strut. So it may be hard for another dog to understand Cammy's strut, because the other dog may have a broke leg. The other dog maybe can't get her feet to go in rotation like Cammy's. So they may, start to say, oh, Cammy Dog, you walking too fancy. Oh, Cammy Dog just doing that. No, Cammy Dog is strutting. And when your strut is authentic, you're going to strut regardless. So if I'm okay and the neighbor over there always hollering back, she ain't okay. She going through it so bad. That's not going to change my stance on me standing over here. Because, see, I'm on that solid foundation, remember. I'm okay. We got to know we okay. He ain't giving us no beat down spirit, y'all. He is not giving us a beat down spirit. So lift up thine head. Look at that beautiful sunrise. And let's get this day going. Cause he got the road map. He already know which direction I need to go. I don't know, cause see the way I'm walking, I'm headed straight to the woods. See them? And then following the dog. Some of us following dogs and expect to be led. Ooh, my God. Help me, Holy Spirit. Female dogs. And expect to I'm gonna tell them right. Come on, Cammy. Come on. That thing come from up there. It's powerful too. It comes from up there. Yeah. You be following the other female dogs, and they can't lead. You got to be led. But to God be the glory. It's not a plaything. You know, this walk here, I'm only 46 years old. And it's people that has been on this journey way longer than me. It's people on this journey that I can learn from. And it's people on this journey that I can share my 2 cents with. Respect the difference, you know? Whenever it's, hey, mama, I said it cold. Respect the difference. Respect the difference. We're all virtually important. But even more important, we're all real life important. Got responsibilities. You know, I'm in an easy breezy place in my life, and I think Alvin and Miss Patty is too. Well, Miss Patty see after her grandson, but I don't have no, you know, the only responsibility that I got really besides me is this right here. Now, of course, I have my family, but my children are grown, they of age, you know, and they doing their thing. But what I'm saying is, my time. I don't have time to waste. I don't care if I don't have anything to do but take care of a dog. It's too much real life stuff to focus on to allow anything internet based stress me out. So I am okay, y'all. If people probably even knew a pinch of what I do go through in my real life, but it doesn't change my stance, Alvin. When I tell you, it doesn't change my stance. And I'm excited because that's a major move to me. And the word tells us that in the last days, you know, we're gonna sit on the curb for a minute. Make sure no ants right here. The last days tell us that, you know, we're gonna be persecuted for standing up for his name. So it doesn't surprise me when attacks start to come on a minute scale, because that's just giving hint to what's coming, what's bigger. See, I've learned too that the enemy sits real close. My grandma taught me that as a little girl. She used to always teach me to watch them friends I was out there playing with. She did, because she used to see stuff. She said, as soon as you turn your back, they talking, they doing something. And you know, as a kid, we innocent. But then as adults, if we not taught the art of chopping the head off the snake, that same demon grows up and get big. And those little kids on the playground turn to adults. And they still vibing under the same vibration. And that is what we see a lot on the YouTube, the Facebook, the IG. We see a lot of people that are of age, but they may not have yet, you know, reached that point of maturity, adulthood. I tell people all the time, I'm just not growing up, and I'm 46 years old. I'm talking about the standard and what I need to been doing to handle my business as a believer. But thank God for second chances, right? On time, all the time. All the time. I said, well, Lord, why me? Sometimes I be like, why I got to go? But you know, we can't question it. We can't question it, and we can't expect nobody else to be on the same journey with us. Maybe parallel. Cause think about it. I keep talking about that army being built. When the army get ready to travel, you got all kind of people. You got the medical unit. You got them frontline foot soldiers. You got a lot. But see, it seems like sometimes everybody wants to be their foot soldier. There go that chopper. What that bird looking for? They flying for a reason. And Miss Patty said my daughter told me the other day that she chopped the hip. Yes, ma'am. That thing is serious, Miss Patty. When I tell you, you have to keep that garden tool handy at all times. You have to slang and bang, don't you, Cammy dog? Nobody want to see you up close. Say, hey, y'all. Say, I am Cammy dog. I am Cammy dog. Cammy. And my poo-poo. Yeah. So, it just become adults that have not, not yet understand their role. And then people always say, people should be themselves. But the thing about it, if you don't know who you are, that's when the confusion, because you're going to try to find yourself in everything. If I don't know I'm a person, if I go hang out with this tree here, I'm going to start thinking I'm a tree. But if I don't know that I'm a person, if I hang with Cammy, I'm going to start acting like a dog. Why? Because you don't know who you are. That is why we're able, when we're stone cold delivered. I'm talking about stone cold. When he done snatch you out of a place and rearrange you. Y'all, I can go sit in the juke joint all night. Folks be smoking all kind of drugs, drinking liquor, cussing. That does not change my stance, though, ever. I can go there because I know I've been washed from some of them things. But until we are thoroughly delivered and washed, we have to really tread lightly. We have to be careful. Because that thing will suck you up in them woods. If I go too close to these woods and I'm not covered, whatever that evil, it'll suck me in here. But it's a level of protection. So I am okay. I appreciate y'all listening to me this morning. This Cammy Dog channel. She told me I need to stop taking over. Well, you need to talk. Cammy, sit down. Sit down. Sit down. It take you 3 times to know how to sit. Now tell the people. Tell the people. Say happy Thursday. Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday. Cammy Dog, stand up. Come on, stand up. Come on, stand up. Good, stand up. Stand. Why you doing me like this on this camera? Y'all, she know a lot of commands. She just being real fancy now, listening to them school buses. Shout out to the big cheese. We got school buses. Yeah, you had to chop them heads off. I'm talking about clean off, Miss Patty. I'm talking about clean off. I'm talking about, oh my goodness. And see, some of these snakes ought to know by now. I'm just saying. Some of them ought to know by now that they gonna get chopped. But I guess they have to learn. They have to learn. There's a sword that comes from up there. And some shears and scissors. And a saw that comes from up there. Whatever we need to chop the head. Uh-huh. Just like that. She ain't no good girl, Miss Patty. She ain't no. Y'all see this? We just a guest down here. We just a guest. This is not my land. I'm just a guest. He's allowing me to be here for such a appointed time. So why not do the best that I'm created to do? No more, no less. Can't nobody listen. As goofy as my laugh and my personality, and I love it. I used to hide it and try to change, and people say, oh, no. No. I'm a guest, my father's guest. And he told me to come as I am, right? People always say that. And they be telling me about what you wear to church. I just listen sometimes, y'all. And people honestly do the best they can, the best they know, I think. But to come as you are, I ain't gonna even touch that. I'm not gonna touch it. I'm just gonna let my light shine. Because he has not ordained or appointed me. He's not appointed me to stand before crowds behind that podium. However, we all have a ministry. So yeah, I'm a minister. We all a minister. We all ministry. You got your own personal ministry, which is your life, your light. Now, whether he chooses to put me on a billboard and let me shine, that's his choice. That's up to him. But just being able to stand here and look at that right there, that's the light. That's the energy I need for the day. That's the vitamin D. That's the instruction. All of that, it comes from up there for me and mine. You know what I mean? And all of this extra energy about, You gotta do like I do or move like I move or you wrong. Nah, kid. Y'all can say that for them cheering on the playground. I'm a grown adult. Good and grown, as they say. We can go on with that. Going on. Hey, that's what I'm talking about. Look at that Ford. I don't even like Fords, but I like that. It just need washing. I'm a Chevy person. I like Dodge too, but I like Chevy trucks. Ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Come on this way. Miss Patty said, beautiful. Ain't it beautiful, Miss Patty? I can sit here and just, the Lord just pours. He pours out. If you take the time and just get in our own personal space, it's beautiful, Evan. That's what I'm talking about. Yes, it and wherever you are is beautiful. You know, I was talking the other day. I said that looking through the eyes of another person is like putting on somebody else's eyeglasses. You know what I'm saying? It's called perception. All of us can sit here and stare at that school bus. And I guarantee you, if we were asked to say 3 words that describe that school bus, all of our words will be different, right? But we sitting here looking at the same bus. It's all about perception. You know, all the confusion and stuff, you know, we gotta settle a little bit, settle down, you know, settle down with that kind of stuff. Because it be too much going on in the atmosphere. I get tickled sometimes. I get tickled. Because, see, who likes confusion? Definitely not our Father. But who likes confusion? So whenever you feeling confused or you feeling like you're not okay, check that spirit. That's not of God. That is not of God. That spirit of darkness and depression, I don't care how people try to dress it up, y'all, that's not of God. The word tells us that when we go through these things, that they're going to be tests that's going to make us stronger. It's going to test our faith. So, I am okay. I am okay. There go that strut me, Patty. Boy, she be marching like a horse. Look at her. I'm talking about you. We are all uniquely created and different. Yes, we are, Miss Patty. Yes, we are. And when the world learn to vibe in that, you think about the look, y'all. I know I'm a little different. The dogs. The dog performs in a dog's ability, right? Cammy's not a cat. But now she's an animal, and they're all part of the animal family, right? But if Cammy looks at a bird and be impressed by the bird, then she can't get like the bird. That's when depression come in. See, when we be going against the grain a lot of times, I don't know where all this coming from, but I do know it comes from the. But yeah, even they in order. That tree know it was created to stand and serve its purpose. Now that tree got better sense than to try to get up and walk and go to the grocery store. Why? You gotta keep your stance. You're a tree, you planted. You're a dog. You got to be in that dog position. But be the best dog you can be, Cammy Dog. Be the best Cammy Dog. And she understands it, don't you, Cammy Dog? Say, I am great. No matter where I came from, I was abandoned in a shelter, but I don't have a sad testimony. We talking about looking forward to the future, y'all. What you gonna do about backing up? Them cars the transmission don't work, they be stuck sometime. You know, keep moving. Keep moving. I heard that somebody said keep pushing. Yeah, we have to keep pushing. And anytime you feeling that depressed spirit, but you got the Holy Ghost living inside of you, that Holy Ghost gonna burn up all that other stuff unless it ain't on fire. But sometimes we do have to ignite that fire. Spread a little lighter fluid. I ain't gotta dash it on you. Just get in my presence. Get it. It ain't my presence, it's his presence. Let me correct that. Get in the presence. You'll feel it on people. And it might be that little lighter fluid you need. And next thing you know, boom, both of you. We lighten it up. Gonna light it up for this Thursday. I feel the presence of the Holy Spirit right now with me. And I just want to share with YouTube, whoever catch this replay, thank y'all for supporting the channel. Thank you, YouTube, for making it even possible to come on here and upload videos and talk to people. I'm grateful for YouTube. Big Cheese. We're going to be okay, y'all. And I'm going to go ahead and stand and say I am okay. And I hope that you're okay, too. But know that it's okay not to be okay. But keep in mind that you're going to be okay. Why? Because decisions with an S has to be made today. Decisions. Which way am I going to go? Am I going to go over there or over there, over there or back there? Decisions. Can't nobody make that but us. Oh, Alvin, you know how I do it. In my own unique way. But I'll try my best to get her done. Use me the way he used me. Appreciate y'all. Well, me and Cammy Dog getting ready to go back in the house. Oh, Lord. Here go the neighbor Shay, y'all. Here we go. We not finna... And there she go blowing. You gonna stir her up. Look at this. You see Shay. You see Shay. She gonna stir her up. She gonna want to run over there. Shay got to go to work. You know the drill. She probably dropped the boy off at school or dropped the husband off. I wonder what happened to his car. I'm not gonna ask her though. They had two cars. Look at me, Barbara, out early in the morning washing. She, I give it. When Barbara said she got to get it done before it gets too hot. Hey, how you doing? She got. Hey, girl, how you doing? Lord have mercy. There she go.
Hey.
You know she got to tell you good morning.
Good morning. Look, I said I gotta use the bathroom. I know.
Come on here. Shay said she got to use the bathroom. Come on here. We'll see you later.
All right.
Come on. You going in the house too. You little hyper self. Whew, it's my cool down spot. I'm gonna cool down here before I go in the house. And I appreciate y'all so much for coming through this morning. Have a blessed day, Miss Patty. Kick it with Alvin. Have a great day. We're gonna be okay, y'all. Yeah, we're gonna be okay. I just, sometimes I just get in the zone. And I'm just, I have to humble myself. Because, in life, literally, y'all, we don't know what the day holds. We don't. We don't know if we're going to get a call with some bad news. We don't know if when I go try to crank up that Corolla, it might not start. But keeping our same stance, keep that same energy. That's just been in my spirit. Because I know we getting prepared for stuff. And when it come and when it hit, he watching us. How we gonna handle it? How we gonna handle it? If I can't handle a simple verbal attack on the YouTube broadcast by somebody, not saying anybody attacked me, I'm just using that for, let me just say at the grocery store. If I can't handle somebody calling me, it did happen to me. If I can't handle a lady calling me a nigger at the gas station, how am I gonna handle when I have to stand in the presence of the Holy Spirit and make a decision whether to choose what's right or what's wrong? It starts with the little things, y'all. How do I stand? To my action. Action. Application. Not talking about reciting. I'm not talking about remembering. I'm not talking about reading. I'm talking about applying. I had a teacher in 3rd grade, Miss Williams. I never will forget it. And she told, we were having them spelling words. And she told the whole class, she said, listen, she said, it is important to know how to spell the word, but it's even more important to know how to use it in a sentence. That's application. She was teaching us, y'all. She was teaching us. Some of the children could make 100 on the spelling test, but when it come down, now see, I might not could have always had 100 on the spelling test, but when it came down to the work and applying that thing, I could put them sentences together because I understand it. We have to understand it. A lot of times people teach things that they too don't understand. There was a professor of mine at the University of Alabama. I think I've told this before. He and I had a deep conversation. Boy, that man looked at me when we got ready to leave and said, my, you are wise beyond your years. I just told him what I saw about his classroom. I said, everybody don't learn the same. You know, and you wonder why they not showing up. Because he didn't like people to ask questions. He was one of those teachers that either you listen and get it his way or you don't. I don't feel like that's fair to a learner. I feel like when you're being taught something, if you have a question about something, you should be able to go to the teacher. Well, I'm learning that a lot of these teachers are not qualified. They may be, in my mind, may be certified on papers, but they're not qualified. Because see, I'm finna go, y'all. He appoints and anoints. There's a certain level of anointing that it takes, you know, yeah. Stop volunteering. Said he's passing out the assignments. I heard this. Stop volunteering. He's passing out assignments. So with that, I appreciate y'all. Much love to the YouTube airwaves. Cammy Dog, appreciate y'all. We just living our little life down here in a big way. We're little, but we living big. Why? Because we living for the Father. All right, y'all. I'll see y'all soon. It's Thursday. It's almost Friday.